Hey, welcome back to Rocking Math, and I'll look at volumes. So let's take a real world application that we had for homework the other day on volume of a prism. We'll work a couple of these and make sure we have a pretty good insight to what we're doing. So we have this Johnson Construction Company is going to build a house on a concrete slab. So the slab is to have dimensions of 30 feet by 20 feet by 2 feet. What we need to find out is how many cubic feet of concrete should the construction company order. Well, volume of a prism formula is V is equal to big B times H, where big B is our length times our width. I really believe that at this point we need to do some things like identifying what is the length and what is the width. So what I would interject would be, maybe to like sketch. Okay, listen, I've told you guys before, I am not an artist. Okay, so please don't hold me accountable for being this artist. Well, that's more so of a triangle, so we'll take that down. So so again, we're back to trying to determine how I can put this up here. So let's see, let's go here. And let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. So I'm gonna do it the easy way for me and say that I need to be able to do this. Oh my goodness. Nope. I am not going to try and entertain it. And I told you guys no art in this blood, so we won't even entertain it. But anyway, what I can tell you that the length is 30. I can tell you that the width is 20, and I can tell you that the height is 2, and these are all feet. Now that I can tell you with clarity. So when we look at this and we're setting up our volume formula, we need to understand that first we need to find the length times the width, and here we will have volume is equal to L times W times H. Something I want to insert. We must carry our units along with us, because if we do not, then we don't know whether we're doing feet, feet per minute, feet per second, feet square. So we must carry our units along with us. So where I see now is I'm going to replace my variables L, W, H with my actual numbers. So I see a length of 30 feet. I see width of 20 feet. And I see a height of 2 feet. Notice that I'm carrying the feet along. Now, what I want to do first in multiplication, you just like playing basketball or baseball, you can't cut that ball up and throw that ball to more than one person. So you're going to have to pass the ball to one person at a time. So we're going to multiply here one person times another person, or 20 times 30. And that's going to give us 60. But notice here, I'm going to take my feet and multiply it times my feet. And what that tells me, when I'm looking at variables and I have a variable times a variable, I add my exponents. And here with no exponents shown, the exponent is always 1. So as we see, 20 times 30 is 600 feet, 1 plus 1, which is the same as 600 feet square. and that's times 2 feet. Now as I go on down and I need to multiply my 600 feet square times my 2 feet, so I'm going to take my coefficient 602, multiply those, and I'm going to take my feet square times my feet, and what I have is feet 2 plus 1, which is going to give me feet to the third power, and 600 times 2 will give me 1200. So the actual cubic feet of concrete that's needed will be 1200 feet cubed. So again, two things we learned here. We learned, and two things that you should pick up, that we understood how to break the formula down, but we also were able to multiply constants, and then we also were able to multiply variables by adding the exponents, and that's the rule for when you're multiplying variables. Volumes of Prism, real world application.